In the beginning God created the heaven and the earth. The story of everything begins in darkness, a formless, empty void, with the Spirit of God moving upon the face of the waters. In that profound silence the voice of Almighty God breaks forth, and God said, "Let there be light." And there was light, piercing the darkness. Golden rays spill over the deep waters. God sees the light and smiles upon it, for it is good. He separates the light from the darkness, calling the light day and the darkness night. Thus ends the first day of creation. On the second day, God forms a great expanse amidst the waters. He divides the waters, some above and some below, creating the vast blue sky above and ocean below. He calls this expanse heaven, the sky arched over the young world. Evening passes, morning comes, the second day is done. On the third day, the Lord gathers the waters under the sky into one place so that dry land may appear. At his command, the seas draw back and land rises up from the waters. God names the dry ground earth and the gathered waters seas, and he sees that it is good. But his work on this day is not finished. Next he speaks, and the land sprouts with life. Carpets of green grass spread out, plants and herbs spring from the soil, and fruit trees unfurl their leaves, each bearing seeds and fruits of its kind. Lush gardens and forests cover the earth. God gazes upon this living world and calls it good. Evening and morning, the third day. On the fourth day, God adorns the heavens with lights. He says, "Let there be lights in the sky to divide day from night." At once the sun blazes to life to rule the day, warm and radiant. The gentle moon is set to watch over the night, and countless stars are strewn across the dark sky like jewels. These lights will mark seasons, days, and years for all time. God sees that this too is good. Evening passes and morning comes, the fourth day. On the fifth day God turns again to the waters and the sky. He declares, "Let the waters abound with living creatures and let birds fly above the earth across the sky." At his word, the seas teem with living creatures large and small, and the skies fill with birds on the wing. The world is filling with movement and song. God blesses these creatures, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply." And God sees that it is good. Evening and morning follow, the fifth day. On the sixth day, the Creator focuses on the land. "Let the earth bring forth living creatures after their kind," he says. At once the land comes alive with creatures. Cattle and deer roam the fields, lions prowl the plains, and even insects and reptiles scurry on the ground. God watches animals of every shape and size fill the earth, and he finds it good. But now comes the crown of his creation. God pauses as if considering a special plan. Then God says, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness." In the midst of a lush garden, God reaches down to the dust of the ground. With divine hands he forms a figure from the clay, shaping it lovingly. Then he breathes into its nostrils the breath of life. All at once the figure stirs, the first man awakens to life. This man is Adam, crafted in the image of God to reflect God's own spirit in the world. Adam blinks in the new light as he becomes a living soul. God also creates a partner for Adam, a woman, though the details of her creation will unfold later. Together they are the first humans. God blesses them and says, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth and subdue it. Rule over the fish of the sea, the birds of the air, and every living thing that moves on the earth." The world is now complete with humanity to care for it. God looks over everything he has made, the shining sun and moon, the sparkling seas, every plant and every creature, and man and woman made in his own image. "Behold, it is very good," he declares with satisfaction. Evening falls and morning dawns, the sixth day ends. On the seventh day, God finishes his work and rests. He blesses this day and makes it holy, a peaceful Sabbath after creation.